What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to be back. I'm sorry I have not uploaded in so long. I haven't had much to upload, to be honest, and I just haven't really felt like doing much, to be complete honest with you. The winter blues this year are pretty bad. I don't really like the cold at all, as you guys probably have heard me say. And cold sucks. You can't do anything, can't drive cars, or at least can't drive your fun car like this. It makes you not want to work in the fucking cold because it's so uncomfortable, all that, you guys know. But we are back. We got a pretty nice day here. It's about 60 degrees. I would say probably closer, like 56 degrees is what it feels like, but it feels pretty nice out here compared to what we've had the last few days. So I decided to just start working. I said, fuck it, gotta get some stuff done. We have the arms, as you guys have seen in previous video, and springs for the front to get more camber and more low and more stiffness in the front. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I don't know how far we're gonna get because I don't know how much I really am gonna end up getting done. I'm trying to get at least one side done. So I figured I'd show you what we are installing today instead of just going ahead and doing it and like kind of showing you, but just putting the parts in. So we got some springs and some arms. Funny thing is they kind of match, but they don't match my car. So we'll go ahead and show you, but it's kind of funny. As you can see, we got some Swift 34K springs. Ow, I'm kneeling on my inbox, it hurt. Some Swift 34K springs and some extended lower control arms with brand new lower ball joints and extended tie rod ends. They're in the box. I just forgot to grab them. Doesn't matter. I'll show you those when they go in. But these are pretty cool. I'm pretty hyped on it. These should give me, these look pretty extended. So I am a little worried that these are gonna be a little longer than I was hoping they're hoping they were. But they should hopefully give me around -12. Which is -12 or 13, which is what I'm at in the rear. I'm just trying to match. I'm at like -7 to 8 in the front right now, as you guys know, if you've been keeping up. It's kind of in the air, so it's a little less. But you can see that it's definitely not as much. So hopefully this will help. Okay, it's been a few days, but as you can see, we got some of the stuff going. This thing's broken loose, coilover's out. Don't really got much more to go before this comes out. We got to get that cotter pin off, and that's being a complete pain in the ass. And then this sway bar, which is also being a complete pain in the ass, that down there. And then we can basically pull the lower arm out. I'm going to try to leave the upper arm and the knuckle in. I don't really see a reason to have to pull it out unless I completely have to. I also don't feel like taking off my spacer. That's why I want to leave it in. We're pulling that. This damn cotter pin fought me for a long ass time, fucking pissing me off. But I finally got that one, but that one's even worse. As you can see, it's got like this little metal thing back here is like up against the, it's like damn near up against this, and I can't really get anything like behind here to try to push it out, and this is all the way flush with that, so I can't really pull it off from that side. So I've been trying to like bang it out with like a punch or like a screwdriver from up here, but it just hasn't been going well. All right, so we have got the tie rod out, and now we are moving on to getting this last lower ball joint out, along with the sway bar. And then we're just back on to the last two bolts back there for the lower control arm, and then we're good for this thing to come out and go back in. So far I haven't had to remove this upper since I actually did get this nut off back here. As you can see, I just put a extra breaker bar on my breaker bar, and it came out. Luckily. Let's try to get this sway bar off. This is gonna be a pain in the ass, but hopefully we got a little more room now with everything out of the way to be able to do this. So let's give it a shot. Okay, so we finally got the lower control arm out. I'm gonna put together the coilover and stuff that I showed you guys earlier and grab my arms out of the box that's over there and just start throwing it in. I don't really need to show you too much because it's just some bolts and shit. I really just wanna show you guys like the final product and everything. I'm trying to get this side all together today. The only thing I know I won't be able to get to is the sway bar and link and the sway bar in general. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to extend those or I'll just have to buy brand new ones. Either way, it's whatever at this point. But yeah, so the arm's out. I marked for the alignment stuff on the eccentric bolts so I can get to it as close to possible. I'm guessing it's not really gonna be anywhere near it though. Since they are different arms, they're probably going to be set in a little bit different of a place. So we'll get that as accurate as we can once they're in there and just start putting everything back together. Might as well show you the difference in the length. And you can see that this is extended. And honestly, that's probably more than an inch. It's right around an inch, a little bit more, probably an inch and a quarter of the stock. So this is definitely going to give me a lot more camber. Hopefully it's not too much, but we'll see. So looks good. We got tie rod ends in here somewhere. There they are. Custom extended tie rod ends, which is cool. As well as like that's custom extended. I decided to go extended just because it was a little bit cheaper. And I've seen plenty of people have plenty of success on welded arms. So I think we'll be okay. I mean, if you think those are welded, everything's welded, so we should be a-okay there. So let's get this drawn. Okay, so as you can see, everything's in place. Nothing's really tightened down or anything besides the back two bolts back there. All the rest of the ball joints are just kind of resting in here. But I have a lot of camber. This arm and this upper arm gave me a total of negative 20 degrees of camber in the front, which I don't want. I want negative 13 and negative 12-ish like the rear. I don't want negative 20. That's way too much. It makes the driving way more uncomfortable than already negative 11 to 12 does to you, or 13. It's already bad enough. And the last thing I want is to make this thing completely undrivable, which I'm already basically doing, but it's still drivable at this point. And with negative 20, it just becomes that much more undrivable and you go through tires that much quicker and shit like that, even with an alignment. So I'm gonna probably pop this. Unfortunately, I didn't want to do this, but I'm probably gonna pop this upper arm off the knuckle and flip this ball joint back around. That gave me like the negative 8 or whatever it was to begin with. Or just move it back and try to get less camber at all out of it, but I'll probably just flip it to try to go to like negative 2 or whatever it is that this arm gives you from having it set up the right way. If you have True Heart or Godspeed upper arms, this ball joint in here, you can undo these and literally flip the entire ball joint to face the other direction. So like, it'll be hard to see, but all this will be over here, like on this side of the arm from the way you get it from factory. You can see like all the extra room up in there. But you can get more camber by flipping it out this way. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to undo that and then flip that back, I think. So let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've been getting some work done on both sides of the car. As you can see, I'm on the driver's side now, and basically everything is out. Well, everything is out, and I got the extended lower end. I haven't put everything back together yet. I just wanted to get everything out and apart so I can get this ready. Have everything laid out. I need to build my coilover still. Parts are up there, and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I think that my whoever built these arms might have accidentally extended them in the wrong place, or something, because my coilover won't bolt up to the bottom mount. It's just like hardly off, and I can't because it's smacking my lower control arm. So I'm gonna take the lower control arm over to my buddy Jeremy's, which you've guys seen on the channel plenty of times, and we're gonna mod these up. We're gonna trim a little bit off the back of them and then just reinforce them, so it'll be fine. I'm really not worried about it. Oh my God, I'm shaking the shit out of this thing. Really not worried about it too much. Shouldn't be too hard of a issue to fix. I mean, it's just cutting and bracing. Yeah. His doggy dude. Okay, so this entire video and everything I've been trying to do recently, it's been a complete shit show. I've been not really trying to say, because I've just been trying to figure it out and get it fixed for the video and just get this video out, because I want to upload again, and it's been fucking months since I've uploaded, and I'm ready to get back into this shit, but that shit's really pissing me off at this point. So I'm just gonna go over what the fuck's happening. Ordered these arms from this dude a while back. I showed him a couple times, the extended lower control arms. Had them extended for a negative 12 to 14-ish degrees of camber so I can match my rear. As you guys would know, that's sitting about negative 11, 12, 13, right around there. I forget exactly what the number is. Doesn't really matter. Got these arms, was starting to put all of them up, and was quickly realizing that it was not fucking working. Like, I could not get my coilover to mount. I could not get like the spring to fucking my coilover not to hit my upper control arm. Couldn't get the bolts in the control arm. Couldn't get it even like jacked remotely all the way up. I put like all these parts into it. So basically, I've come to the conclusion that these arms literally just will not work with how they were built, basically. It's not my fault. It's not anything to do with what I'm doing wrong. It's literally the arms themselves. There's no possible way that it's not. And I'll get into it in a second. But these arms push, so I'll go ahead and show you. I'll show you on a stock arm, and then I'll show you on the other arm just for whatever, it doesn't matter. So basically, oh my, I just fucking launched a penny board into my bumper. Guy. My modded arms are basically cut like right around here and extended. They're extended about 1.5 inches, I would guess. Sorry. What I was saying is mine are basically extended about 1.5 inches right here, which pushes this whole coilover mount forwards. If you know Miatas, or if you know lower control arms in general, this is where my coilover, the bottom of my coilover mounts, just goes right here. So it's pushing this forward 1.5 inches. We'll go to my other arms now. Okay, so now that I'm showing you this, as you can see right here, my arm's extended. Extended a lot. It's extended about 1.75 inches, I would guess. Well, I took a tape measure to it. It's fucking, if we go like overall, the whole length, it's a lot. It's a fucking big ass extension. And what this is basically causing to happen is my fucking coilover is smacking the shit out of this isn't bolted in right now, and nor is it jacked up actually, so let me jack it up. Okay, now that we're jacked up, you can see that this tension, the bolt's not in there, but you'll still be able to see. This is literally smacking the shit. You can see the marks on the coilover, these smacking the shit out of my coilover. And I've basically taken this thing fully apart, extended it 1,000 different ways, taken coilovers out of it, took my helper spring out of it to make this work. It's not sitting flush up there whatsoever. And this bolt, why is it not all the way through? Oh, I don't know, it won't go all the way through no matter what I try. Like, this just won't go through. And if you lower this to get this bolt through, you can't get the bolts in the top hat. So this mount's just pushed way too fucking far forwards. We've also tried, if you guys know, my True Heart uppers that I had. I actually took them to Jeremy's work. We cut them right here. You can see the old welds where they were. We cut them, welded a new piece of metal in along the sides and along the top, filled in some holes to give me more clearance. Didn't help. I even had to shave that off down there, didn't help. So really, well, really fuck my neighbor for putting this fucking lawnmower on literally right the fuck now. But yeah, these arms don't work, and there's nothing that I can do to get these arms to work. I've tried everything that I can. Next step is Jeremy saving my ass again. We're gonna take my arms, my stock arms that I took off this car, to Jeremy's work, and we're gonna extend them an inch. Instead of this bullshit inch and like 3/4 bullshit like stuff. It's just way too much camber, and it's way too much track width that it's trying to give me, and it's just way too much angle for where it's extended. I think, well, not I think, I know, because I've talked to a few people other than the dude that I bought these from that extend these arms, and for as much camber as I was going to go, or that it was trying to give me, it should have been extended at the end of the arm. Basically not cutting this off. It basically should have been extended from this point forwards instead of being extended back here for this much camber. And that's only because it doesn't move the mount and have clearance issues like mine is having right now. So these arms are just built wrong, and there's nothing that I can do about that, which is super unfucking fortunate. I messaged the dude, we'll see what we can do. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that. It doesn't really concern you guys though. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Hopefully he'll do something about it. It was a while ago that I bought these, but I literally haven't touched them until now to put them in. And it's just literally doesn't work. So I don't, and plus I've tried other shit to get it to work. They just don't work. So we'll see. I'm gonna get these arms cut. All right, it's a Sunday now, or sorry, it's a Friday now. It's definitely not Sunday. I'm gonna go to Jeremy's house, or Jeremy's work on Monday, this coming Monday. Season opener is on the 23rd. And it's the 15th, and I would like this car to be at the season opener for Good Enough Garage's meet. It's just kind of like my favorite meet to go to. It's kind of like the only pretty decent sized one around here, and it's really close to my house now, so it'd be sick to see this car out for the season opener, and I'm sure the homies would like to see it as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna take these off, clean up my other arms. I'm gonna try to get them sandblasted or something. I'm probably just gonna make this all one video since I've already am so fucking far behind on videos. Like, don't hate me, but I'm coming back. I'm probably just gonna throw this all in one video. It's gonna be kind of long video, but it is what it is. Okay, so as you can see, we're at Jeremy's workplace, and we just extended these arms. We use an inch piece of metal instead of an inch and a half piece of metal like that are on here. Extended them in relatively the same place. So I think that these honestly should do just fine. It's I mean, it's a smaller extension, and it was very close to fitting before. So it should fit perfect. Okay, so we are the night before the meet. The day before the meet, night before the meet. It's clearly nighttime now. It's like 10 o'clock. I've been working on this thing all day. We got the arms modded, as you saw. We got the uppers modded. We got the, I didn't show you, but we got the tie rods modded. Everything's in for the most part. I got to do an alignment. Everything's basically together. Everything clears. It looks good. The car currently has its wheel on it, has the top on it and everything. Come down here and show you the extended tie rods in, the extended lower control arms in, the upper arms in, the 34K spring on the BC is all in. Wheel is not bolted on, but it's sitting on there. And for what I could tell earlier when I jacked it up, the camber is spot on. It looks so good. It's damn near the same as the rear. It's very close. I haven't been able to sit it on the ground to get a full idea of what the actual camber is going to look like. So we'll see that hopefully tomorrow morning. Which I'll show you guys clearly in this video, but there's not much more to do before we go. Okay, I look like a complete mess because I'm sweating my ass off. It's actually pretty hot out here. It's like an 80-degree day, but today's the day of the meet. It's 1:40-ish, 1:50, and it starts at 4. So we got like 2 hours to get this thing aligned. Everything's on it. I got the wheels on it, or I got all the arms on it, all the wheels. Let me go ahead and show you. So this side got all of its camber, all of its arms, wheels back on. And this side. Wheels back on, got the fucking beat. Ah! It's not good real light. But I'm excited. I gotta get this thing on the ground just in case I have to adjust the height on that side or anything. And just keep checking it and then do an alignment. So I'll be right back. Okay. So the car's everything's together, got it aligned. She's ready to go. She got the front camber and everything she needs. Everything like that. It looks really good. I'm hyped for this car to be back. Unfortunately, I didn't film the meet. Of course, I don't know why I just, for some reason, didn't. And yeah, we're back now. And I guess I'll go ahead and just show you. So it looks really, really good. The front camber is definitely more aggressive than it used to be. It's like 4 degrees more than it used to be. It's like sitting at like -12 on both sides. Which looks really good. Matches the rear almost perfectly. I think the rear is still like about a degree more, or negative degree more of camber. But it's not a big deal. Like I said, I'm probably gonna raise it eventually and take that 1 degree out of it to get it perfect. But it's very, very close, and I could not be happier about that. And it's really cool that this car, I did buy arms and stuff as you guys saw earlier in the video, but it is really cool that this car is on arms that we literally built ourselves for it. Jeremy, well, mostly Jeremy, I should say, but Jeremy literally cut these arms, welded, modded them. They held up for at least this meet. They felt pretty good. The car really doesn't feel as bad as I thought it would on 34K springs. I'm pretty surprised, honestly. The car isn't like weirdly lowering itself or anything, which is great. Everything seems to clear. There's some weird rubbing and shit, but we'll figure that out. It's not a big deal. But yeah, mostly just shout out Jeremy for all the help and getting this thing together. Yeah, it wasn't for like the biggest thing in the world or for anything too important. Just a normal meet, but still feels good to have this thing back on the road and ready to rip. Like camber. So I'm hyped. Yeah, you can see rubbing a wee bit. It's all good. Really not too much more I can really think of that I really want to do to this car besides eventually just get like better arms, better springs, and like upgrade everything and raise floor pans, or not raise the floor pan, sorry. Like eventually maybe shave rails, raise diffs and shit, go all out stance car with this. But I don't know. That's in a while. I don't really plan to do anything too extreme with this car. Wheels is the next big thing. That's what I want. So that's what we're gonna be working for. So hopefully sometime soon, we'll get some real wheels on this thing. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy though. Sorry for the super fucking long ass video. It was a rough one, but I'm happy that this thing is together. In a upcoming video soon, I'll probably take this thing out, drive it. Bring it around some places, show you the car in the daylight, and show you the car fully, clearly like what we did in the video I showed, but like it's just not enough. You guys got to see it in the day. But hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.